All right, man. Turns out, you know what it is, man. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's great. All right, man. So I ain't in the studio. I figured that I'm in my room. Let me do some episodes real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because when I get down in the studio, I got some things I need to take care of down there. So this is, for me to put some episodes out. Um, yeah. So look, I got a couple episodes dropping. I'm gonna continue with the Cassie thing. That was her last testimony. I got an episode about that dropping. And actually, I want to do another episode about that where I talk about the whole thing and what I think is gonna happen with Diddy. Yeah, so make sure y'all look out for that. And yeah, and make sure y'all check out the episode this morning, the top 5 episode, and being arrested and all that good stuff. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all for subscribing and all that good stuff. All right, so today's episode, Wack 100. They want him gone, man. A lot of people don't like Wack. A lot of people hate the fact that Wack 100 knows some things, man, and he be predicting things that be right. Now I know a lot of y'all might not like him, and a lot of y'all might love him, but you gotta give the man credit. You know what I'm saying? So before I get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me a hidden gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 17,000, almost 18,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. Also, go subscribe to Torch Talk After Hours. That is at the top of the description box. All you have to do is click the description, and then it says Torture Talk After Hours, and go subscribe, and come right back here and watch this video. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to 5,000 over there. All right, so look, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. So let's get to it, man. Let's do it. All right, this comes courtesy of Flacco. Let's go.
A gang leader in New York is blaming Wack 100 because he caught a Rico in Savannah, Georgia, even though Wack 100 is in LA. This is one of the most hilarious things I've seen on the internet today, bruh. And it really highlights, too, man, how void of accountability a lot of street dudes are. Hocus 4/5 is one of the notorious leaders of SWM. However, over the last couple years, he has taken an asserted effort to rebrand himself as an activist and a gang preventionist. These
All right, so let me explain something. I used to be affiliated, not with, I'm not going to say with who. I'm just going to say I was. And I had a lot of things going on. I cut that. The one thing I noticed about people, and this just has nothing to do with a lot of these gang members, is accountability. And I know a lot of people use that word for a certain demographic of species, but I'm going to use it in the context of or applying it to uh, gangs and gang violence and thugs and whatever you want to call them, right? A lot of y'all dudes don't want to take accountability for your actions. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not for snitching. I'm not. But you do have to understand. Everybody doesn't believe what I believe, and if you're playing in the game, the rules of the streets, snitching is a part of that game. It might not be a rule that you like or love or whatever, but you have to understand the streets don't love you niggas. They don't. The streets is about the streets. And until you understand that concept, you will never thrive. You could try to be the biggest gangster, the biggest thug, the biggest drug lord, all that. But things come with that, consequences. Be prepared. So if you do something and someone else tells on you, it's not because, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, it's not because the person told on you. It's because you participated in a game where people could tell on you. It's a game. You participated in it. That's just the bottom line.
dudes think they can gangbang for 50 years, and then when they think the feds is on their trail, they transition to gang activists and preventionalist and think that the feds will say, he's a changed man. He's an activist now. No, bro, the feds is not gonna forget, and you're gonna get charged for everything you ever did. And that's apparently what Hocus for Fifth have been fighting against.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You can't be out here deleting people, trying to get people deleted, robbing people, doing all these different things for years, and then all of a sudden, oh, the feds is on my trail. Oh, let me cover this up. Oh no, I'm against all that. I'm against that. I can know, bro. I would never. And if you are part of that, you need to stop. I'm against it. No, dog. All your skeletons are all the skeletons that's in the closet, and all of them skeletons that's in the ground, they're digging themselves out and breaking the closet. I'm telling you, these people watch you for years and then they arrest you. That's what they do. So I just don't understand why they don't understand this concept that you ain't doing nothing different that 3, 4 other drug lords and gangbangers did, and they got arrested. You think you figured out the blueprint that they gave y'all to set yourself up? It doesn't make sense. They gave you the blueprint that you don't even know that they did. It's like they created this maze and they gave you 5 different ways to get to the finish line of being arrested. That's basically what it is. It's like, oh shit, I figured out a way this time to get to the end. And there's cops there or death. Either way, you in the same maze that all these other guys was in. I just don't understand it, bro.
He has somewhat transitioned, according to him. He's no longer in the streets, but somehow he can't stop getting indicted for Ricos. He just got indicted for his second Rico, I believe, in the last year or two.
Walking a fine line, a straight line. I do not commit crime. I do not commit crime. I don't. I go to work and I go home.
The feds gotta pop out more often, man, because these dudes only know how to behave when the feds pop out, bruh. The feds is doing to these guys what they daddy whooping should have done, bruh. Only when the feds pop out, these dudes know how to transition and change their lives, bruh. Yo, this dude went from being one of the most ruthless gangsters to now he's a civilian. Now he's fluent in civilianese. I don't understand, bruh. Only the feds popping out can transition the guy that you're seeing here on your screen, or who you just seen on your screen. Only the feds can make this guy out of the guy right here.
Gang time. Gang time. Gang time. We be on gang time.
It took the feds one pop out to.
I never heard that song. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you are over 30 years old and you still talking about gang time and you're still talking about gang banging and stop. Just stop. If you have children, right? Yeah, I'm be honest with y'all. If you ain't from LA, don't talk to me about gang banging. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to hear it, bro. If you ain't from LA, don't talk to me about gang banging. Don't, because it's different there. It's a big difference. It's a lifestyle there. It's not even just like it's livelihood. It's much more deeper than just some regular dude claiming he's a blood or a Crip. Nah, I had to learn that. Los Angeles, LA, California, all that. It's 100% different. You know what I'm saying? These people were born into it. They had no choice. And their families are in it. Their grandmothers and grandfathers is in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of their culture. And they just, and the crazy thing is, it's not like what people think is Bloods and Crips versus each other. It's not even that. Like, for real. If you learn about it, you know it's not even that. But I'm just saying, if you over 30 years old and you talking about gang time and you have children, nah, I'm not rolling with that. Nah, I definitely think you should stop. I mean, take my advice. I'm a little bit older, and trust me, I used to be in all that. And I sat down with myself one day and I said, "Self, what the fuck are you doing, nigga?" And I stopped. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do something totally different. I ain't gonna be out in these streets for what. So,
Sir, mister, we be on gang time to a productive taxpaying citizen. In one pop, nah, the feds gotta pop out more often, bruh. Nah, bruh. Cause y'all don't know how to act unless the feds involved, man. So apparently the feds popped out once and he got his act together, man. But the feds said, we not done with you yet, bruh. The feds popped back out and they put him in another Rico. Now, I'll be real, bruh. The circumstances, as he's explaining this Rico, something ain't smelling right, man.
And this is just really messed up. That now I gotta fight once again with the legal justice system as I'm walking a straight line and thrown into a conspiracy that have murders on it. That I have.
bro, let me explain something to you niggas. It's slow. You don't understand, right? I understand exactly what he's saying. But if you are participating, and what I mean by participating, glorifying this type of behavior, you can't sit here and say that you're not a part of it. Now, again, I get it. People say, well, you can't be using people's lyrics against them and stuff like that. But some of these people not just only be spitting these lyrics, they spitting facts because they are a part of this whole thing that they be talking about. Some of these people literally be having people delete it, or they be deleting people and then rap about it. They do it all the time. I don't know why we want to play this game. I don't know this guy, and I hope that he didn't do any of these things. I don't. But I will say, if they have any evidence of you talking about certain things, and then they line it up with your music and say, well, you did say you were here at this time, and this person did happen to this person, and that happened to this person, and you did say, like, I understand that people want to, how would I say this? Reenact movie roles and want to be super gangster, because truth be told, that's what happened to most of us as black men. We feel like we have to portray this thug persona, and I don't understand why. I had to get out of that mind state. You don't have to portray that, but some of us do. And the results is you being a part of a Rico. Now, he got to get a lawyer or whoever to get him out of it. You know what I mean?
Nothing to do with people that I don't even know. Then don't even tell me who these people are. They just black out the whole indictment.
Dozens of members of the Sex Money Murder Gang, a local sect of the infamous Blood Gang, were named in a newly unsealed federal indictment.
Yo, you niggas is hilarious. Bro, this is crazy. Bro, the news is calling you the Smutty Murder Gang. Like, I don't know who these dudes is, and I ain't picking on them. I'm just saying, you have to take into consideration that they are calling you this. Your name is directly tied to criminality and things that happen when you say murder. Like, I could see if y'all said the upstanding boys. If y'all was the upstanding boys, it might be a little bit different. People probably be like, I don't know why they doing this. But you can't sit here and say, like, let's be honest. And listen, again, I don't know none of these people. And I ain't trying to say they guilty or innocent. I'm just speaking from the outside and me looking at these people. If your gang name is Kill, put him in the ground, man. If that's your name, right? And then people say, you say, well, I'm being indicted for kill, and putting him in the ground. I didn't do none of that. But that's your name. Like, your name is put him in the ground, kill, man. And it's like, what are we doing? At this point, like, what choices do we make? Do we have to name ourselves after? It's what I'm really trying to say is, why do we always have to name ourselves after these brutal and violent things? And then when something happens, we say, well, we not a part of that. But that's what you represent. I can't call myself the Grim Reaper, you know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, something happens to people and I'm like, well, I don't represent that. That's just my name. Like, come on, bro. Let's be serious here. Like, I just don't listen, man. I just don't understand why we don't make better choices with our names. I would just put it like that. If you want to be, how would I say, don't want to be seen or want to be incognito or not even be noticed, then why would you make your name like that? That's all I'm saying.
Charging them with
Black out the whole indictment.
dozens of members of the sex money murder gang, a local sect of the infamous Blood Gang, were named in a newly unsealed federal indictment, charging them with murder, drug trafficking, and fraud.
One example of this is the directed stabbing of one of their fellow gang members behind jail walls simply because he was gay. Inside this 60-page indictment are many more examples of the ruthlessness of this group.
Sex Money Murder is a street gang. It's an affiliate or set of the National Bloods gang. These 30 individuals.
This is what I'm saying. You got these people who don't know nothing about none of this. And they're literally shouting y'all out. And some of y'all love this, believe it or not. But they're literally shouting y'all out. By saying stuff like that. Like, and then they calling the Blood set a nationwide street gang. I don't even know if that's even the case. I would have to research that. I don't know if the Bloods is a nationwide street. I don't know. What did he say?
Are many more examples of the ruthlessness of this group.
Sex Money Murder is a street gang. It's an affiliate or set of the National Bloods gang. These 30.
Now, I don't know if the National Bloods gang is actually the National Blood Gang, or if it's the National Blood Gang is just a name that they call themselves, and maybe they represent in Chicago and represent in Florida or something, but they not really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe they just say they national, but they're not really all in every state. I don't know how this works. You know what I'm saying? And if he's saying it's a set of an affiliate, they're trying to tie this all back to it, if that's the case. But I just don't see, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to say I'm an expert on it. I'm just saying, I just looking from the outside in. I just think that from this old white man up here saying, really saying that y'all are a set of a national criminal organization, probably, because that's what basically they're going to try to link you to. That's what the Rico is. You know what I'm saying? So
individuals are facing charges including racketeering conspiracy, murder in aid of racketeering, conspiracy to commit murder in aid of racketeering, use as a firearm resulting in death, drug conspiracy, and wire fraud conspiracy. This indictment is a testament to the diligence and dedication of the department's prosecutors and investigative partners.
That's an awful lot of crimes, gang. Them folks didn't pop up for nothing, bro. It sounds like you committing crimes, bro. Them folks got y'all in a press conference on national television. Oh, nah, y'all did something, bro. Y'all not innocent, homie. I don't know, bro. Now, when you read the indictment, he's actually being charged, I think, for like wire fraud or scamming. So apparently, this dude was collected unemployment and then also applied for a PPP loan. Now, a PPP loan.
oh man, let me explain something to y'all. A lot of y'all are going to get caught up with these PPP loans. Y'all gonna get caught up because they're going back and looking to see if you actually had a business. I know this dude who got $300,000 from a PPP loan. $300,000. You know what he did? The first thing he did was went and brought him and his chick a BMW. Right? Now again, this is all hearsay. I don't know if he actually got $300,000, but I know he didn't have money to get brand new BMWs. You know what I'm saying? But this is what they saying. And But the thing is, I know that he's smart, and he most likely went and made sure his things was covered as far as like business wise, him owning the business. But a lot of y'all dudes, y'all got them PPP loans and said y'all own the business, and now they coming back. They coming back. It's crazy. You gotta understand, you getting money from the government and you getting a PPP loan and you saying you was on unemployment. Yeah, that's a recipe for disaster right there.
Is for people to pay their employees. How are you collecting unemployment and a PPP loan at the same time? Like, do y'all think because y'all changed your Facebook name from Big Gorilla Blood to Big Woo to community activists that the feds just automatically forgive your crimes and just forget about it? That's not how this works, bro. Fam, actions have reactions. Everything you do have a consequence, and you're just suffering the consequence of committing a crime.
Yesterday, I was picked up by the feds, and I was charged in a sex, money, murder, Rico indictment. A conspiracy indictment. No, this is real shit. I'm not even joking. Yesterday, I was picked up by the feds and charged in a sex, money, murder, Rico indictment.
Bro got picked up by the feds on a Rico that included murders and came home in 24 hours. Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I feel the same way. Y'all gotta stop, man. If you over 30 years old, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta fall back, man. I know what they telling you out there. Keep it real. Nah, bro. You can keep it real at home with your girl and your kids, bro. I'm telling you, stay safe.
Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all better get out the streets, man. Bro got picked up for a Rico that included a murder, and he came home in 24 hours. Man, I be trying to tell y'all, man, stay off the streets, man.
That I am charged in a Rico conspiracy based in Savannah, Georgia. The Southern District of Savannah, Georgia. Now listen. You see these black spaces? These are my co-defendants. These are my co-defendants. And that's just me. Where the fuck are my co-defendants? They redacted the whole indictment. They redacted everything. Black, redacted.
Well, they did that so you would tell. So you say, because if they tell you who it is, you can warn everybody. That's why they did that. They want you to see who is on there. But the thing is, you putting that out, other people who is on there is gonna put it out. I don't know if you even allowed to do what he's doing. I have no clue. I ain't never been indicted for no Rico, and I never will, because I don't be hanging with you niggas, and I don't no goofy shit like that. If I go down, trust me, if you see the king get locked up, it's because of something I did on my own. That's it. And I ain't doing no crimes. I ain't nope. I ain't a part of none of that. But I don't know how this, it's gonna play out.
Black, redact. They redacted everything. They redacted everything. Look at the indictment. I'm charged in a Rico conspiracy. Yo, listen, man. I'm gonna say this much, right? They got Rico conspiracy here, murder in the aid of racketeering, causing death through the use of a firearm, conspiracy to commit murder in the aid of racketeering, wire fraud conspiracy, and drug conspiracy. Now, out of all of this, right, as you can see in the indictment, they got wire fraud conspiracy, and that's what they charged me with, right? So they're saying that I committed wire fraud during the pandemic by getting unemployment and PPP loans. And I'm gonna say this: I maintain my innocence. Everything I do is by the book. I'm not in no conspiracy. I didn't conspire to do anything with anybody. I'm going to fight. I'm Mr. Go to trial. Y'all know that. I'm going to trial and I'm going to fight.
He don't deny not once that.
So, Mr. Go to trial. Oh my God, you dudes are hilarious, man. Look, that was a good one. That made me, it was funny. It was funny. That was funny. Look, man, I'm just gonna say this, man. Right? I just don't understand y'all behaviors. That's all I'm gonna say. If you hang around people who do these type of things and you know they do it and y'all talking back and forth, and you hang around people and you call yourself this, some people are going to take that literal. So let's say, for example, you call yourself the shoot 'em down gang, and then you really don't do the shooting down, but 3 other members actually do it, and you know about it, and you talk to them about it, and then they did it again and did it again. You gotta understand, they're gonna get you too, because you knew about it. I don't understand. And I just got called cat. You talking about something, you maintain your innocence, you didn't know about the what? Come on, bro. Like, you know how difficult it is to set somebody up through wire fraud, and that means that the federal government or whoever got this case on you, they would literally have to make up something to get you. If wire fraud could be a range of things. Fake checks, it could be fake credit cards, it could be you putting out you getting loans, lying on applications. It could be anything. And for you to sit here and say you maintain your innocence, I understand, and you supposed to play the part, but at the same time, my nigga, like, come on, bro. If you are getting unemployment, right, you would have to go through the process of getting unemployment. It ain't like, oh man, they just started giving it to me. Like, you would literally have to go through the process. And if you got a PPP loan at the same time, like, when did you? I don't know, man. I don't know.
He got the PPP loan and the unemployment. He's claiming he did it by the books. Bro, the feds wrote the book, right? You're telling the feds who wrote the book.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by the maze. Like, bro, these people write the books. They know what you're going to do. They write it to the point where they know how you're going to react and what you're going to do. And they have a bunch of different endings, and none of them are good endings for you unless you do something for them, and that's a part of the book too.
Book that you did it by the book. Listen, man, I don't know in what world you're going to qualify for a PPP loan and get unemployment at the same time, but hey, bro, dumb boys is coming. Okay, now again, you guys hear the charges. You guys hear what he's being charged with. It seems pretty cut and dry. It seems like, yeah, bro, that's a crime. Yeah, bro, people who do that go to jail, right? So y'all heard the crime. Now he would then say that he would like allude to blame Wack 100, right? Because apparently he tries to point to, yo, Wack 100 enemies are being picked up, and he would put himself in the group of Wack 100 enemies, and watch him try to blame Wack 100 for this.
I just ask for that support back from the people because, you know, I need y'all to rally behind me. I need it. Like, y'all see what I'm up against. And we know the real reason why, you know, someone like me is being attacked. It's the positive stuff that I'm doing. And I got one more thing before I go. It's just, I gotta say it. How ironic, it's just how odd is it that it's just one guy that everybody's beef with ends up with a Rico or inside of a Rico. This one guy that everybody beef with. Y'all know who he is. Now Hulk has got a Rico?
The thing is, to be honest, I wouldn't even say that Hulk is in.
Wait, so, bro, again, accountability. What I'm saying is, right, I don't know Wack 100, right? I don't. Never met him. I would actually like to interview him, but I never met him, right? I actually like to meet Wack 100. To be honest with you, I like Wack 100. I think I like what he's doing. I think Wack 100 is what we need. I know people hate to hear it, but I like Wack 100. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is, right, is I don't know him, and if I got in trouble, not to say how is he beefing? Maybe he's gonna explain this, but if you did something, you can't blame somebody else for you getting caught. You did it. Even if, and I know that comes to a shocker. I don't care if anyone tells on you. You have to take some type of accountability for it because you did it. So it ain't like, oh, the reason why I got caught because they told. Nigga, you did it. It doesn't matter if they told. You still did it. I would have got away with it. But nigga, you still did it. It don't matter. If you never did it, then you would have never got caught or told on. If I stole a car and an old lady told on me, and then I went into jail or whatever, said, nah, man, only reason why I'm in this motherfucker because this old bitch told. I would have never got caught. I ain't taking accountability for the crime that I did. Nigga, you stole a car. You did it. It doesn't matter if someone tells. You did it. That's it.
Wack had beef because they're like quote unquote beef. The thing is, to be honest, I wouldn't even say that Hocus and Wack had beef because they're like quote unquote beef only stayed on Clubhouse. Like they had Clubhouse arguments. Like the last argument that went viral of Hocus and Wack arguing back and forth was this particular clip right here.
You disrespect the whole New York. You disrespect anybody.
Where did I wait? Where did I do that?
You disrespect the whole, your whole coast.
I'm glad you said that. Where did I do that?
Bro, this nigga's crazy.
Answer the question. You shouldn't have did this, nigga. I'm finna wear your ass out. When did I disrespect the whole New York?
Let's talk about how you disrespect the West Coast. Let's talk about
that. When did I disrespect the whole New York? Answer the question.
Let's talk about how you disrespect.
Your people looking. You got a greenhouse like I do. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Nobody interrupt him.
Wait.
Their beef started and stayed on Club.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. What are we doing? You disrespect the whole New York. When did I do that? When did I do that? Never replies, never answers. Why you didn't answer that? Because you probably heard someone else say that, and now you're saying it to him. And then when he say when you did it, then you say, let's talk about the West Coast. Wait a minute. Nah, you said that I disrespected the whole East Coast. When did I do that? This is what I mean. Man-childs, man. Fighting over stuff that has, like, really no reason to be fighting over. Why are we arguing? Like, come on.
So I don't know why I guess Hocus would think that Wack 100 would hate him so much that Wack would try to put him in jail, but it's not logical to me. Like, it don't make sense. But Wack 100 will respond back to Hocus claiming that he's somewhat responsible or alluding to him being somewhat responsible. And here's what Wack had to say.
That one
Yeah,
charge.
but he just being charged for wire fraud for collecting unemployment and the PPP loan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. I see what it is. They got some overall shit going on. That's no different, Chuck, than loose little robbery tied up in Big U Rico. Whoever he was working with is tied into them. So they hit them with the charge too. Hocus probably get that shit, it was in his name or something. Probably what it is.
And then he tried to throw you in it, Wack. Like, at the end of the nigga Hulk, he said at the end of the video, he said everybody that beef with you got a Rico.
Huh?
Now he's caught up in the Rico or some shit like that. He made a whole
Everybody that beef with me is in a, what the I got to do with some stuff? Hey, you see what's crazy? I come in here and try to defend it.
I heard you, Wack. Before you stepped in the room, I was just telling Chuck this shit, and when you came in, I'm like, oh damn, Wack don't know what's going on.
Nah, I ain't got a clue. I'm thinking Chuck trolling.
Hell no. This shit crazy.
Yeah, well, how the fuck I supposed to know what this nigga got going on with a Savannah PPP loan. He probably wasn't even the target. He just, whoever them niggas is, I'm pretty sure they got some more serious charges. And this just happened to be something they was doing. Hoke is probably the nigga that was busting the check or something. That's why he don't know the niggas. Whoever was putting together the play, it's 2-3 niggas in between him and Hocus. The nigga over there probably don't know what the Hocus is. So
Yeah,
a
it
nigga
was
could be out
it
here
was the
doing
sex
something
money
wrong.
murder.
Let me get this right. A nigga could be doing something wrong that has nothing to do with me. And he get caught up, and now I got something to do with it. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Niggas is crazy, bro.
That's 100% facts. And that's why I said I don't do nothing with people. You know what I'm saying? Because you connected to somebody who don't know you and you do something for them, or I'm going to connect you with my man. All you got to do is go with him real quick. You're going to do this. Da, 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 da. Okay, cool. And you never see this dude again. Next thing you know, you in a Rico case. Like, nah, bro. I'm not falling for that.
And that happened like in what, like 2020? That's when everybody was doing the PPP loans and all that stupid shit.
I wouldn't know. I ain't said nothing bad about. I called Hocus and told him I wasn't gonna even say nothing about his name no more about 5-6 months ago, bro. On my mama.
And I was telling the nigga Chuck, I said, yo, because I had did a little research. I'm like, yo, you cannot collect unemployment and get a PPP loan at the same time. And you can't do that. That's the charge. Collecting unemployment and getting a PPP loan.
So what that got to do with me?
I don't know. I don't know why he even said that. I'm gonna be honest.
I think Hocus blaming other people is just a coping mechanism, to be honest, man. It's easier to blame other people than to look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I'm at cause. Yo, I'm the one that's ruined my own life. I'm the one that's about to put my family through heavy financial strain trying to fight this case. I'm responsible. That's
what I'm saying. That's a fact. A lot of us don't want to sit down and to take accountability for things that we did. That's just it. He's 100% right. Bro, like, you can't do these things and then blame Wack 100 or someone else for the things you did. Oh, man, you got to understand, man. It's ironic that all of these dudes are getting caught up, you know what I'm saying, for all the crimes that they did, or for one man. It's like, bro, but what about the niggas who were doing the crimes? I could see if y'all wasn't doing crimes and he or whoever blamed you for something that you had no idea or didn't do. But you're trying to defend criminality like, yeah, man, only reason why we got caught is because that nigga told on us. And you don't want to say, well, the only reason why we got caught is because we did it. Like, bro, come on.
difficult than just pointing the finger at some random dude on the internet who you had an interaction with probably once or twice. Look yourself in the mirror, bruh. A lot of y'all made bad decisions and poor decisions growing up. A lot of y'all made bad decisions in your lives. And these bad decisions is just coming back to haunt y'all. These bad decisions that y'all made are just coming back around, right? So, like, if I'm y'all, I got to make peace with that first. I made bad decisions, and even though I changed my life, the karma from those bad decisions are not done coming back around. You just got to face the storm, man, and overcome it. But passing blame and blaming other people instead of taking accountability would never end well. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys?
That's a fact. He ain't never tell no lie. A lot of y'all got to look yourselves in the mirror, man, and say, you know what, maybe I should have made better decisions. It's like a lot of y'all do things and y'all get away with it and y'all get the adrenaline rush from getting away with things and doing these things. But none of y'all wanted to take accountability for when y'all get caught from doing these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear here. I'm not condoning snitching, none of that. But I am saying that's a part of the game. It is. There's things that's why I stopped playing that game, because There's too many variables that can get you caught up. At any turn, you can get caught up. It's a game that most likely you would never win. You would never win that game. You know what I'm saying? You'll never win because you will get caught up. And what is the risk versus the reward when it comes to that? You gonna really go through all that, and then something could happen to your family. It's too many variables. It's too many moving parts in that game, man. The street game is too many. I can't be a part of it. It's too much going on out there. And even when you're not a part of it, people will still drag you into it somehow. You know what I'm saying? So I stay far away from things, man. I'm a loner. I be by myself. I maintain peace with people. I don't have this thing. I don't have no beef with nobody, and I don't want to ever have beef with nobody. I don't have a vendetta against people. I don't know people to even know a vendetta. I just report on what I see. That's it. I don't know none of these people personally. I don't know you. I just know what you say, and I call bullshit, or I say no, you right. That's it. And some of y'all don't deserve to be locked up. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all don't deserve a lot of stuff that happens to y'all. But y'all put yourselves in these situations. You can't blame nobody else. You have to ask yourself, why am I in this situation? You in a situation because you put yourself there. I don't care how many people snitch on you. I don't care how many people tell. I don't care. You did it. If you didn't do it and someone told on you and lied on you, that's different. But you have to say, damn, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Or damn, I did that and I got told on. Well, I did it anyway. I have to take responsibility for it. Can't be out here trying to blame people for something you did, bro. You knew it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame somebody across the world knowing I did something wrong. Why am I going to sit here and blame that person? Like, nah, man, it's because of you. And I think that that's the ideology that us in the black community need to get away from. We've been dealing with that for a long time. We've been protecting niggas for a long time. I'm telling you, it's always free the bro, or free this guy, or free that guy. Some of y'all deserve to be free, but a lot of you niggas do not. 100%. Y'all do not deserve to be free. And we still be screaming, free the bro. Free him. And a lot of these dudes are killers. I'm talking like deleters. They put their hand right on the delete button. Free the bro. So he could delete more people? And you know he's a deleter? No, I'm not rolling with that. So in that case, yeah, some people need to be free. You know, some people are convicted innocent and or innocently. Some police officers put things on people. I seen it happen. Had happened to me one time. Officer tried to put something on me and said it was mine. I'm like, no, it ain't. That ain't mine. So we found this in your car. I don't care what you found in my car. That's not mine. Because I don't do drugs. Never have. I'm telling you right now, that's not mine. And he was like, oh, okay. And that was it. But trust me when I tell you, they tried. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all, man. Hey, man, I got a lot to say on topics like this. Maybe I'll do more episodes about this type of stuff. Give a positive message. All y'all out there, be safe, man. And I hope he doesn't get indicted if he didn't do it. If he didn't do it, I hope he don't get indicted for something he didn't do. So, all right, man, I'm out of here. Peace, bye.